What is cracking, everybody? You are back with Deli D, and this is the next episode of the next show. So let's get it cracking. We'll just get right into it then. So, I want to get into all of the picks from this past week in the NFL, and we'll get to all the ones that I flopped. And just want to chat a bit about what's going on in the NBA Finals with the Lake Show on the verge of getting it done. They're up 3-1 as of last night, and it was a grinded out type of game. And you can talk about the heat injuries all you want, yada yada yada. But you know, if you're gonna make excuses like that up, then you could have said that. Who knows what would have happened last year had LeBron stayed healthy and the Lakers made the playoffs. So injuries could argue for both sides. So interesting enough, right now it's benefiting the Lakers. So it looks like they're going to get it done. I don't see Miami, winning the series, let alone another game. So yeah, I mean, everybody thought it was going to be a sweep, and Jimmy Butler came out and basically said, "Nah, all by himself." But then after that, that's when the Lakers realized that they had to change up the strategy, and they can't just let Jimmy Butler go off again. And for the most part, they neutralized him pretty well. So Lakers did a good job, and looks like they're gonna be the champs, yo. So good on them. So football here, football. All right. So again, I'm just gonna go over the flops, and I don't do no Thursday games, but oh boy, man. So for the first time ever, it looks like my streak of at least 10 correct picks has been broken. This week I only made 8 correct. So let's go over the ones that I flopped on. I had the Cardinals beating the Panthers because it just seemed like they were rolling with, D Hop and Kyler Murray finally, being on the same page. But didn't go so well for them on the road. So, Panthers, they came out and they got a nice win at home for themselves. So good on them. Now, this next one, though, Jaguars at the Bengals, and I had the Jaguars to win because Cincinnati's been so bad and will continue to lose games. But this is just a testament to how we're seeing Joe Burrow develop right before our eyes. He continues to throw the ball well, continues to throw touchdowns with very limited offensive weapons. So good on him. I mean, really, really. It looks like he's just going to continue to improve. And, if he gets a decent offense, then wow, you watch out, everybody. He's going to do some damage for real, for real. So, Cincinnati wins that one. I picked the Jaguars. Next, wow, a team in the NFC least. That would be the Dallas Cowboys. And they got stomped out by the Browns. They gave up 49 points, for goodness sakes, and got stomped out. So I picked the Cowboys to win because it was at Jerry World, and I thought they still had a decent team, but they're getting exposed a lot this year, a lot, and I can't trust them. So therefore, I can't trust them. I don't know. Going forward, they don't look like a very good team, man. They're 1-3 right now, and the Cleveland Browns are 3-1, believe it or not. Wow. Moving on. Vikings at Texans. It just seemed like Kirk Cousins was choking away games, and I thought this was going to be another case of that. But lo and behold, the Vikings pull it out, 31-23, and Houston loses at home. I believe after that loss, Bill O'Brien lost his job, mainly because of the DeAndre Hopkins trade, and you basically got like zero value for him because he was desperate to get out, and you were desperate to try to ship him out. So desperation is not a good sign when you're trying to trade somebody. So yeah, I mean that one. That one's on me. I should have known better on that one. Looking around at some other scores. Indy Colts. Yeah, I flopped on that one, man. I thought for sure the Bears were gonna win it. They're at home. Everything looked good for them. They got Foles in there starting. But I don't know. Things didn't go over so well. unfortunately. And it looks like the Colts were able to pull it out with Phillip Rivers. It's like, I guess they're saying, he's finally got an offensive line, so he's able to just, you know, carve up defenses and pick them apart. So certainly looked that way against Chicago Bears at home, which are supposed to be one of the more formidable defenses in the NFL. So I don't know, man. That was whack. Yo, and then the last flop, because the Steelers Titans game was postponed due to all this like COVID nonsense spreading around that happened, I guess. So they had to postpone it for a later date. And I had the Steelers. I got the Steelers in that one. I still think the Steelers are gonna win whenever that game gets played. The other two games ended up being played on Monday. I hit on both. So yeah, man, the Eagles, yo, picked them to lose, man, and I thought they were just dead to rights, having to go to San Francisco and play the 49ers on the road. But man, here we are talking about how the Eagles pulled one out of their ass and got their first victory after I had them dead to rights. So Eagles fans must be so excited to have their first little victory. Well, they must be, right? I mean, they're certainly doing better than the New York Football Jets right now. So, you know, that said, um, the Eagles are still garb. They're still shite. But when you hit rock bottom, you can only go up from there. So we'll see what happens going forward in the season. So yeah, guys, that's a recap of the flops that I made for the week. 8 of 14 this week. Who knows? It could have been 9 out of 15. Same percentage, I guess. But yeah, it officially goes on record as 8 of 14. Shame I couldn't get to 10 like I have the last 3 weeks, but we'll try and start a new streak of that with the week 5 picks coming up, which I will have uploaded for you guys before this weekend kicks off. Definitely. Now, just touching back on the NBA Finals, it's been a lot of great basketball being watched. A lot of amazing performances by, guys like Anthony Davis, LeBron certainly. He's doing his thing out there, and just the role players coming through. Rajon Rondo at his advanced age, playoff Rondo as they like to call him. Still hitting wide open threes, still surveying the floor, still reading the zone that Miami keeps trying to put out there, and just trying to carve it up. So, um, everybody just chipping in. JaVale McGee with his size and rebounding, Dwight Howard as well. Kuzma, I don't know, man. Kuzma, I don't know about this guy. Maybe they should have threw him in the AD trade, just like as a throw-in, because he can't really hit shots, and he's not that great of a defender. It's looking like right now that he's kind of being exposed, and that's not a good sign for him. So I don't know, man. Like, I think this guy needs to work on his game a lot if he wants to improve. I'm not a super huge fan of Kuzma. Even in the 2K games I played, 2K basketball games, man, he's not good. He's not a good guy to have on coming off the bench or starting, man. So he's got to improve his game so he can improve his rating and whatnot. In 2K, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know, but just maybe not play him so many big minutes and whatever, and they'll be fine. They're on the cusp of winning the championship. Shout out to the Heat though. They gave it a valiant effort, but it's just not enough, man. When you have like legit two monsters in Braun and AD, man, like legit two monsters, they'll just kill you, man. Off the glass, off the dribble, they can make their own shot. And you've seen in Game 4, or yeah, in Game 4, how even off the switch and how AD was guarding Butler. AD can still move. For playing a big power forward, a 4-5 spot type of player. So, he's a legit monster, yo. What can you say? Can't really say more than that. So looks like they're going to advance, and LA is going to be getting ready to party. So definitely when that happens, you guys will be knowing about it on my show. That's for sure. Yeah. So and then also the other thing, while we're on the subject of NBA talk and chatter, just wow, man. The comments that were made by Kyrie Irving, aka Mr. Flat Earth Theory, on Kevin Durant's podcast, man, about Steve Nash. Oh, we don't really need a head coach. It's going to be a collaborative effort. With KD and I. Yeah, and what about the rest of the players? What about the role players? You had include them in your opinion. Don't leave them out like everybody else does. Everybody who thinks that they're a superstar on the team, man. Just man, even Stephen A. probably gave Kyrie a pass on the whole flat Earth thing, but then, when you see his reaction to him saying like, "Oh, we don't really need a head coach," like he's like, that's the most ignorant ass damn thing I've ever heard. Like, really? You don't need a head coach in a team sport? Like, come on, man. Are you for real? He's like, who's gonna see the floor? Who's gonna see like what plays are developing and this and that? You're too busy playing the game to be able to start drawing up X's and O plays and stuff like that. Like, oh man. And he's just saying like just so disrespectful to Steve Nash too. Like that's the other thing, man. Shout out to Steve Nash, man, Canadian homie. You know what I'm saying? And then to just be like, oh, we approved the hire and it was a great hire, but we don't really think that he's gonna be the head. Nah, son, he is gonna be the head coach, and you're gonna be the player. Okay, like Max Kellerman said in that same segment as Stephen A. He's the head coach, and you're just a player, and you're not even the best player on the team. You're the second best player on the team after KD. So sit the fuck down and shut up. Like, ridiculous, man. This guy just needs to. He's the one that needs to shut up and dribble. For real, man. Freaking guy, man. Some of the stuff that comes out from this guy is just ridiculous. But I digress. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Just stay tuned for the next episode where I'm gonna have the Week 5 NFL picks, and we'll see what's gonna be popping. Probably the champagne for the Lakers, baby, Lakers! Ah! All right, so yeah, as always, shout out to my baby doll, my one and lonely, my wifey Boo Kirsten. The show would not be possible without you. Thank you so much. And my baby girl Sophia, I hope you're watching this. Daddy loves you so much. So thank you guys for watching out there, and stay tuned for the next episode of the next show.